living life with no stress. Yes, every minute's my best. Yes, feel like I'm winning the lottery. Buying my mama a house is harder than pottery. Winning it just like I oughta be. Things looking up, up. I'm living on the bright side, looking for that good life. Everything is alright, riding on that golden wave, swimming in the fresh blue, pussy feeling brand new. Sun is about to break through. Ooh, I love the world today. I'm living on the bright side. 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 It's that tank top weather, oh. All my friends get together, oh. Feel it couldn't be better, yes. Tell me this is forever, yeah. Summer days they're getting hotter, shit getting up out the water. Baby, it's beautiful, so that's the future is wavy. Colors are crazy. I'm living on the bright side, looking for that good life. Everything is alright, riding on that golden wave, swimming in the fresh blue, pussy feeling brand new. Sun is about to break through. Ooh, I love the world today. I'm living on the bright side. 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 The chemistry is right. I'm feeling so alive. Dreams flying in the sky. And I'm never coming back. I'm living on the bright side, looking for that good life. Everything is alright, riding on that golden wave, swimming in the fresh blue, pussy feeling brand new. Sun is about to break through. Ooh, I love the world today. I'm living on the bright side. 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 The sun's out.
Welcome to the Real Talk Podcast. We back again. Sorry I'm late, y'all. Sorry I'm late. All on me, all on me. I apologize. But neither here or there. It's another week back here at the podcast. The Real Talk Podcast. What's up, DJ Gold?
Man, I'm great, man. Just scrolling, checking out things, sharing the live, as y'all should. And, you know, you late as always, so, you know, I'm not going to say shit. I'm just going to
Wouldn't be a show without Gold saying that.
I don't even want to hear how my week went or how your week went. Let's get this shit going.
Well, I'm going to tell you how my week went. Hey, it was Father's Day. And guess what? For the fathers out there, it was a winning week for us. The reason why I'm saying that, we all still here to talk about it. And that's what I got to say on it. Great week. We got a great week coming up. We black outside. Juneteenth. That's tomorrow, I believe, right? Yep.
Juneteenth is tomorrow.
Juneteenth is tomorrow, so check it out. DJ Go ain't gonna say nothing, but they had a good day at his work. They had a good day at his work.
Let's keep it going. Let's get it going.
He had a good day at his work. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We got a special guest.
Yes.
Yeah. Special guest tonight, Lamont Ivy. What's happening, man?
What up?
All right. So we're gonna get right into it, y'all. I know we're a little late. Also, please share the live. We on YouTube. We on Facebook.
If you say we late one more time, we late every goddamn time. Don't even
Go was late a lot of times too, so we gonna keep it going. So anyway, I know you perfect. Share, we need some stars. Hey, we need some stars and everything, y'all. We need them stars today. Here we go. Hey, Lamont, tell us a little bit about yourself, okay?
What about me?
I mean, tell us a little bit about yourself. First, last name.
Lamont.
I mean,
Yeah,
no,
right.
we don't, yeah.
I mean,
Right,
he said, what you mean? What about myself? So, where'd you go to school at then?
North Chicago, don't go. Class in 98.
You went to grade school?
AJ
Man,
Casimir.
You went to
Come
grade
on
school?
now. You asking about goddamn grade school,
Well,
man.
I want to know. I want to know everything about him. I mean, he got a business.
I'm from
This
North
what we
Chicago,
getting into.
class in 98.
Okay, you graduated in 1998, North Chicago. You went to grade school in North Chicago.
I was raised my whole life in North Chicago.
Well,
so
you a North
no
Chicago
go
guy.
everything.
No go. So you was born in No Go too, then, huh? Not Waukegan.
God damn it, Paul.
No, hospital.
Come
All
on
right,
now.
then. All right, here we go.
I was born in Jackie Waukegan.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get right to it. So, man, let's get right into this business right quick. So, how did you come up with the name New Generation Construction and Snow Removal?
Well, it's actually a change. Only person probably here to know the real name is Gold, because it started off as Cream Entertainment and Cream Satellite and Cable and Cream Everything, which was cash rule everything around me. When I started the business, I was pretty young. I was 20 years old. But as I grew, customers kept asking me, what does Cream stand for? What does Cream stand for?
Okay.
So I started dealing with a lot of high-end customers. So that's why I changed the name to New Generation. We're a new company.
Ooh.
So I changed the name in about 06, 07. But before then, it was always Cream.
Okay, so the next question, did you work anywhere else before this company you got started?
I've been working since I was 12 years old. I had a paper route.
We
New
get
sign
to the
with
money.
Tipton.
Yeah,
I had
get to
3
the
paper
money.
routes. We was meeting at the youth center, delivering papers every week. Then after that, I went to McDonald's.
That's a good job. Paper out. If you got the right route, that's good money.
Oh, it was very good money
So
back then.
I had a
The chips
paper
was
out.
awesome.
Yeah, I had a paper route. So they give me all the papers. I throw them all in the garbage can.
I don't think
But
that's how I'm supposed to go,
I mean,
girl.
back then it wasn't, but you know that's how I did. But don't get me wrong, when I first started, I was making them runs, and it was good money. You got to figure you talking 12, 11, 13, that age.
Yeah, I was a hustler all my life, a hustler from the start.
Get to the money.
So right before this job you was doing before you started the business.
Before I started the business, I was working at Harrison Conference Center as a conference aide,
Okay.
and I was working at Abbott's, Takeda Abbott Tap, Takeda
There
Abbott
we go.
Pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
So I actually had 2 jobs, and the crazy part is I was hustling also. I ain't gonna even sit here and lie to you. I was hustling also.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Shit, the Real Talk podcast, y'all. He brought it out. I mean,
I was
hey.
hustling always. I mean, that's what I'm saying. People got to understand that sometimes everybody got a story.
Okay.
You know, people think that you got to be like, they always think I was business minded. I always been in business, and it's not like that. I started out from the streets like everybody else. I started out hustling, you know, and
I mean, speak,
I actually-
speak for yourself.
I went to jail, and the crazy part is, I went to jail in Shorty fucking car. That's how me and Shorty.
Hold on, man.
Wait a minute. You went to jail, you met Shorty, huh?
Yeah, I bought a car from him.
They went to jail.
The car was hot. They were still looking for that man. That car was hot. He set me up.
It's all
Oh, that motherfucker was on fire. Okay.
No, but
But that's good.
I
Work
ended
for
up going to
Abbott.
jail, got out, and didn't want to go back to jail, so I had to figure out something to do with myself. So I actually seen a commercial
Okay.
for a Comcast. I was laying on the couch. A lot of people don't know it started off with the cable.
Okay.
That was my first company. I was 20 years old, just turned 20, just had a baby on the way, everything. And I seen a commercial, and I ordered the cable, and a guy came to my house.
Okay.
And he was a contractor. He started explaining to me that, you know, contractors make this much money doing this and this and this. I had just bought a van, you know, and I just got out of jail. So I'm like, man, let me check into this.
I remember that though. He was a cable man.
Yeah, I was a cable
guy.
man.
Cable
A
guy.
lot of people don't remember that's how it all started.
guy.
So I was doing cable. I started doing it, making money. I was a contractor. I'm like, man, I'm making all this money. I'm making 2-3 G's a week. I know people that will work for half of this where I come from.
Right.
So that's when I started hiring people. So I started hiring people, teach people how to do it. And while they was doing cable, I learned how to do satellite. So I left them doing cable, learned how to do satellite, and that's how my businesses started.
Damn. Woo. Ooh, okay. So, man. So that's basically what made you want to start this business here? Going from cable to starting this new generation business? So
Yes and no. One of my jobs, like I told you, when I was 16, I was doing construction. My brother owned a construction company.
Okay.
So I built my first house when I was 16. So construction was always my background. Always knew about construction. Always did construction. I just went a different way with it and went to cable. Okay. But I still knew construction. So I actually started my construction company back up because my brother ended up going to jail.
Okay.
So when he got out, I started to partner with him.
Oh, he's out. Yeah, okay.
He's been out for a minute now.
Okay.
So I started to partner with him, and he kind of went another way with it, went on his own.
Okay.
So I started doing it myself.
That's good.
You ain't wrong. I got some cable from I think me and Pud did one time, right? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, a lot of people know me for like whatever I do for them. Like some people know me as a cable man. Some people know me as a TV man. Mm-hmm. Some people know me as the construction man.
I thought he was stealing this shit, but I swear.
But I'm Jamaican. I'm a jack of all trades.
No, I mean, I ain't know shit. Whatever. But
so what else you offer in your line of business? So tell us a little bit about this business. It's not just about doing when I was looking on the website, I seen a lot of shit you do. So I was impressed. I was like, wait a minute, he do.
What would all he do since you looked at his website?
He did the floors. I didn't know he did floors. Like I said, I just seen him hanging up TVs. I seen him on.
Don't give me an explanation. What all does he do?
Floors. He do snow pile. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what. Snow plowing.
Snow pile.
What's the website?
I forgot the name of the website.
Lying.
It's New Generation. It was
New Generation Home Construction.
Because you sent me the link.
So you gotta
hold on. Here's another thing. He did the kitchen. Let me go through. No, let me say that. You was asking me a question. Let me finish now because I looked at his website. I see the kitchen. And I think I seen some with decks, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's put it this way. I'm a general contractor. I do full construction. I do all construction. I can build your house from the ground up. I even do commercial construction. We just got done working on a hotel. Right now, we have a project in Chicago. We're remodeling the African American Museum. That's a $2 million project.
Damn.
So we do all of it. So when you say he do this, he do that, I do construction. So anything that's with construction, I do it. We just had a meeting with the mayor yesterday.
In Chicago?
Waukegan. Sam Cunningham.
Oh, shout out to Sam.
That's what's
I'm glad you back in office.
I'm finna build some shit in my backyard, but without a work permit though. Do you do them? I mean,
without the work permit.
I ain't gonna put your business on man.
DJ Gold said,
I can't answer that right now. I'm working with the city.
DJ say, man, put me a big ass dick up. Don't worry about that shit.
I don't want to put him on blast
on a Sunday.
Yeah, put that shit up.
No, but
just gonna pull up like, damn.
Waukegan got a lot of work that need to be done also, so it's a bid process, and a lot of people don't know about it. But if you go to their website, cityofwaukegan.com, and you pull in bids, you'll see all the extra work that Waukegan got that need to be done, and it's a lot of money on there. And he wants to give it to people that's local versus keep giving it to people in different areas.
Yeah.
That's why I said so much money out here. People's got to know and understand how to get it.
And that's good though. Give it to our people. You'll give it to a company that is nowhere around Lake County.
But sometimes he got no choice because the companies in Lake County don't know how to look it up or get that information. And I try to share information as much as I can. I'm not trying to keep it all to myself because there's way too much money out here just for me. A lot of people say Lake County is broke, but it's broke because their mentality is off. And Lake County has so much money. It's one of the richest counties in the United States. We sitting right here next to Lake Bluff, Wadsworth, Gurnee. You think all these people broke? You think it's the people you hanging out with?
Yeah, it's the motherfuckers you hanging out with.
Right. But so when you look to the side and say Lake County's broke, that's because you looking inside and you looking at your friend, and your friend ain't doing nothing.
I see people all the time get on Facebook talk about Lake County. Don't get me wrong, Lake County, I love Lake County. It's where I'm from. And I don't care how you look at it. Like, if you were, Paul, we expect support from our own people.
Right.
Before, like, how the fuck we gonna expect somebody from California to know a motherfucker if our own people don't know us? Thank God I was able to, people flew me to California. People done flew me here, state to state. I done been state to state, thank God. But it's like, you gotta you got to look at it like, man, support is right here first. Then you worry about, you know what I mean?
Establish here.
Yeah,
That's what
because people always hate about Lake County. Oh, this ain't where you supposed to be, or this is this and this and that. Fuck
Because
that.
people, when they looking at stuff, they look
Fuck
at the
that.
wrong things to break down. They look at places like Atlanta and say Atlanta is better because Atlanta is cheaper. They cheaper because they pay less. So how are you going to compare a place that pay less? Wow. So that's why everybody moves to
property
Atlanta.
taxes is less.
Yeah. That's why everybody moves to Atlanta and come back because it's not what they thought. They go out here, they leave from here making $25 an hour doing one job and get the same job down there. Now they're making $14 an hour. And now they understand why the rent was only $800. Because I'm only making $14 an hour.
I feel that nobody should talk bad about Lake County if your ass is still fucking here.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, I love the town. Like,
I do too.
I might not DJ this hood shit all the time, but man, I can promise you, this corporate life shit, I'm checking the fucking bag. Where the money at? Man, how come you ain't in the club turning up no more, gold and all that? Man, fuck that shit. Man, that shit is played out. Niggas is doing parties, right? I'm just thinking out loud right now, since we talking business. People will do a party. Just say if you do, you know, four nights out the month, you done made you a quick 1,000, $250 a night, because these motherfuckers don't pay good. I don't know one place that pay good around Lake County, you know, but it's all good.
You got to stop saying stuff like that too, because then people go on to around Lake County. It's not around Lake County. It's around Waukegan and North Chicago.
Well,
we got to get ourselves out of saying Lake County, and that's why so many people think Lake County is bad,
Yes,
because we
you're
call
right.
Waukegan, North Chicago, Lake County.
You're right.
You're not
My
going
bad.
to Lake Bluff and telling me they're not paying
Yeah,
good.
you're right.
You're not going to
I'm
Lake Forest
sorry.
and tell me
You're
they
right.
ain't playing good.
You're right. See, that's he's
You're not
talking
going to
facts.
Highland Park and telling me they're not paying good.
But the people in Zion, Waukegan, North Chicago, not paying good.
Right, so then people
not.
move here, and then they hear us talking, and they hear us down in Lake County and saying Lake County ain't paying good, Lake County ain't doing this, and it's not Lake County. It's Waukegan and North Chicago. Say what it is. That's only 2 cities.
Yeah.
It's like 60 cities in Lake County, and we making and basing the whole Lake County off of 2 cities.
2 or 3 cities, yeah. Okay.
Don't make no sense.
You're right. And that makes sense, though, you know. But at the end of the day, I believe that our support should come from right here. You know what I mean? Support is everything. Even if you open a business, I believe that we should be supporting your business. Like everybody, all races. We should just support you, because it's going to be a matter of time before you go out of business if your food ain't good or your product ain't good. You know what I mean?
You know what I think? Yo, I think
Don't
it's just
down.
too much. No, I think it's too much. I want to be better than the next person instead
Correct.
of really worrying about what you have to do. You really have to focus on
That's why I stay off
what
of
you have
Facebook.
to do.
Instead of
Facebook.
helping each other as a black community, because we can't say the Mexicans do it because they support each other. We
Big
try to
time.
be better than the next person, or we try to keep information for them because we think that it ain't enough money to go around, and it's enough money to go around to everybody. That's why for the longest I used to teach free classes on financial literacy up at the golf course.
Right, I heard about
So why, just out of curiosity, why don't you do that anymore?
Because my mom had died.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to
So
hear that.
my mom died,
Yeah.
so for a while I wasn't able to cope with it. So it's kind of I kind of bottled everything and I stopped doing it. It wasn't because of anything else. My mom died,
No, I'm
and I
sorry
didn't
to
know
hear
how to
that.
deal with that. My mom was my rock.
that. Right.
So
Did she teach you a lot of stuff with the
she taught me
the
hard
finance?
work. She taught me hard work. She taught me real estate. So I did get the real estate from her. My mom was a single mother. My dad left when I was about 10, 11, and she was working at Abbott's for 30 years. And then she was kind of left with the responsibility of running this household. So she had to figure out how she's going to pay for a household that was meant for 2 people. And she's only one female. She's from Jamaica. She was born in Kingston. So she's not even from here. So she had to get another job at JCPenney. So she was working 2 jobs.
I remember JCPenney.
And hustle and bust her butt. And then she ended up buying another property to rent out to help pay the mortgage for the house that we was living in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it started. So then she used to drag me over there. I used to hate doing it, but she used to show me how to, run a property, show me how to get from the tenants and everything. So that's how I ended up getting into real estate and learning real estate is through my mom.
That's what's up, man. So you had a foundation. You had a foundation
wrong
mom
with it?
sat there and showed you. You didn't even realize she was just teaching you the
Correct.
game.
I used to hate. You're like, why I gotta keep going over here doing free work? Where everybody? Where my brothers? Where my sisters?
But she seen something in you, Lamont.
Yeah.
Your mom seen something in you, and she put it down on you. You know what I mean? And that's
But that's what we got to start doing as parents, though, is teaching our
we got to
kids
just start doing that as big
financial
brothers,
literacy,
though.
teaching them
Big
how
brothers
to make money
and
yeah.
big sisters, though, because the young right now, the young. I'm speaking even on my kids. Boy, they lost.
Yeah,
They lost.
this generation, damn near
They
our generation,
lost,
a lot
y'all.
of people are lost. I know grown people that don't know financial literacy. They don't know how to balance a checkbook. They don't know how to
Shit, it's
do
some
finances or nothing.
Hey, there's some grown people that don't even know how to read, spell. Trust me, I see applications. Man, it can get bad at
Yeah,
times.
and it's horrible. And
And-
us
and-
as a community, that's why I try to help people out
we
and
gotta
show
say
them
the community.
how to build credit.
We can't say Lake County no more. The community.
The community, because it's
community.
black people everywhere.
Right?
You know, it's like we're fighting against each other instead of helping each other build and grow.
You think that's
And-
something we need to do? Put together
Yeah,
like
instead of putting each other down
for
and talking about
resumes
each other
and
because
stuff
they
like
don't know
that?
how to do something, we need to teach them how to get money, teach them how to do stuff. You know, teach them how to build communities like the Hispanics do. They'll go and they'll call their friends down here from Mexico, like, here, come to Waukegan. And they'll tell you that. As soon as you leave Mexico, it's a sign that says, go to Waukegan. You know, it's literally a sign that says, go to Waukegan.
I ain't mad.
And they
at
bring them down there, and you already know over there by 10th Street, they'll start a whole community where they got their own stores, they got their own shopping places, and they'll shop with each other. They don't care what the prices is.
I know.
They just gonna support because you one of us.
Yeah.
We won't do that. We gonna talk about you. We
Yeah.
went to McDonald's and had a bad order. We don't talk about McDonald's.
Hold on.
You go to
Motherfucker-
somewhere else that's black and get a bad order.
Hold on.
Oh my God, we going live.
Or not even that. Or something happened. They couldn't get in. It was too packed. They didn't let me in. Man, there's so many
And that's the
different
crazy part.
stories.
We'll run to social media and complain about what our own do, but we'll never say a word about what everybody else do, because people done got disrespected at McDonald's, they got disrespected in bad orders at Taco Bell, but you don't never hear about that. You hear about what the black restaurants do.
You hear
what the black
you hear
clubs
hold
do.
on, you hear what 1119. Boy, they love
I don't want to say
they-
no names specifically, but
Fuck
yes.
that. That's my friend. I could, that's my friend, and I know how they get down on him. One little thing, they try to bash him, but at the end of the day, he's doing great. He's expanding, and I'm happy and proud for him because he been through all the ain't shit you can say to that man.
Yeah, like when they're trying to do all that food tasting stuff. They do
Yeah.
all the other food tasting, and it's bad reviews, but they don't post it. He get a bad review, they post it, share it
post
everywhere. You see what I'm saying?
but-
Everybody not gonna like everything. So you
you
can't
know
expect
what,
all the
though?
reviews to be good.
I think most of that hate got 1119 busting and booming how it is now.
They got good food.
Most of the
It's
hate.
good food by me.
It's,
the service
it's
is
great
good.
food,
And the
but
service
me
is good, so-
like me sometimes I get tired of it because I'm there. I just pull up and just go in the kitchen and man, Angel, hook me up this and that, and I take it. So I'm eating there 4 times a day. So yeah, I'm tired of this shit. I've been doing that for 3 years. I'm tired of this shit.
Get
But the
yourself-
shit is good. It's great.
Can't take
You know
nothing
what I
from
mean?
them.
It's great.
So let me ask you a question, Lamont. So can I ask what
Actually,
makes your business different from anybody else's business? Like, what is your twist in your business?
Because my business is I'm an entrepreneur before anything. And
he's a
I
black-owned
can't break it down
businessman.
to
Shit.
a business because I got the satellite and cable company. I set up
You
high
still
rise.
do that?
Yeah, I set up high rises in Chicago for DirecTV.
Okay.
I just don't advertise that because I don't need to advertise that because DirecTV send me work. Association president send me work.
Damn.
So when I set up a building, I set up like the whole building, like the high rise, the 40-story building. So I'm dealing with the board and association and people like them. So me advertising that on Facebook for what? Unless you are a president of a board or something like that and you got a high rise, you really don't need to see me. I don't
See,
deal
Paul,
in
you
homes
can't.
and stuff like that.
You can't call him to come to your little 3-bedroom.
No, but I come. I've started
come
there.
now.
So I
He will come.
So
He
you
coming to get all that money.
Okay,
That's
we
one
just
thing I
make-
know about him.
I'll make a show
He's
now.
coming to
I'll
get
make a
all
show.
that.
for a long time though, I did just stay in Chicago and work that way. And then I actually lowered my prices to come back down here
Okay.
to do satellite cable, TV installation, stuff like that. Because I
Okay.
actually used to have a contract with Best Buy before they had the Geek Squad. I was installing all their TVs.
Damn.
And that's a crazy story because I did a girl house one time.
Okay.
And I gave her a price, and she's like, man, your price kind of high. If I'm going to pay all that, I might as well call a Geek Squad. I said, well, call a Geek Squad.
Right.
She called them, and the next day I came
wish a
still.
motherfucker
She was
would.
like, wait. She's like, hold on. They priced $200 higher than what yours was. Can I get that same price? No, you called the Geek Squad. Now you got me.
Yeah.
And I'm in my professional capacity right now.
Right.
I got a contract with them too.
You know
I-
you messed up, right?
and
they
I-
thought I wasn't professional because Best Buy got a bigger name.
Right.
I got a big name too, but it's on the customers.
Right.
So just because you didn't know my name didn't mean I wasn't professional. It didn't mean I was as big as a Geek Squad because I'm doing the same thing they doing. They contract out with me to do work.
And that's crazy. Just like you say. In the end of the day,
Everybody want to be like little company this, little company that,
But then
and they don't even know
they don't know
anything
the
about
story.
you.
They don't know the story. That's why you say that's that outside looking in. I
So
don't
that's
worry
why
about
they compare my prices
I'm
and they
done
ask
with
me
that shit.
like, "Oh, how come you so much higher than everybody else?" Of course, I'm gonna be higher. This is my company. I pay insurance. I'm licensed. I'm bonded. So
There you go.
You
Gotta
can't
pay-
compare me
got
to
a
a person.
payroll.
Yeah,
Remember,
I got
got a
payroll.
payroll.
You can't
That's
compare
different.
my prices to a person that goes to work, gets off work, and then come to hang your TV on the side. You can't compare my prices to them because it's not going to be the same.
That's
They're,
well,
of course, they're going to be cheaper than me.
Well, we call them Uncle now.
You can't compare me to Uncle no.
He said, okay,
Yeah,
no.
that's Uncle now. And I ain't fucking with Uncle now because Uncle now be fucking up some shit.
Anybody got any comments
Half
before
of
we
you-
go?
I'm not even looking on that shit right now, Paul. I'm talking.
We'll go ahead
Like
and talk.
half of them unks either drunks, smoking crack, and just don't know what the fuck they doing at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So it's okay to. I've dealt with Lamont plenty of times. Like I said, I done did parties with him back when it was Cream Productions.
A lot of people don't even know about
you
that.
know what I
That's
mean?
going way back.
Way back, but we did a lot of good events, and he found what's the name of that event you found at Hawthorne that time?
Yeah, in Vernon Hills.
All-Star Sports.
All-Star on board. Sports, yeah.
Man, that thing was nice.
Yeah, we had that mug running.
State of the art, top of the line. I think we did 2 events there. We got it shut down, or they told us no more. They didn't know we was bringing the Walkies in North Chicago.
I like how you ain't say Lake County, see?
Yeah, I'm done saying Lake County. They see how we bought Zion Waukegan in North Chicago
We brought
to
them
them.
out.
And
Halloween party, everything.
yeah, they just like, no. Y'all
The
just
mayor
too wild.
came. Matter
They
of fact,
say they too
hold on,
wild.
but they
They too
criticize
wild.
us. But the Vernon Hills mayor was there, and he had about 2 or 3 bad ones on him. So he was there smiling and happy. But then after the politicians started getting on him, like, we don't want this in our city.
Yeah.
He had to turn around and flip. But I seen him go home with 2 or 3 bad ones. I ain't gonna name their names, but
And that was
the
a nice
mayor
spot,
was on point.
man. Like I say, man, this DJing shit, man, goes so far back, man. The game is not the same. Like you say, it's too much comparison. Man, your prices is this, your price is that. Man, listen, you should never call nobody's phone saying, hey, I just called such and such. They told me this. What can you do?
Right, I don't care what somebody
don't
else
do
prices
that
are.
shit.
I don't.
I tell you,
that's
as soon as you tell me the date, I might ask you the date. Say, what's the date? Oh, man, that's September 7th. Man, damn, my daughter having this thing out here. And you dead. You know what I mean? I'll be kill them nicely. You know what I mean? Don't be an ass.
Yeah, I don't got time to be on Facebook in a bidding war.
Man, I don't fuck Facebook. I don't even be on Facebook.
Somebody
no
else's
more.
price is cheaper than mine. Then if you feel that
Yeah,
they can do a
fuck
better
Facebook.
job, you should go with them. I'm only can go off of what I do, my experience, and what I've done.
You said you licensed and bonded, y'all.
I'm
Yeah,
licensed and
and I-
bonded.
And he paying employees. So.
I done hung
don't even
TV
be
at
on-
restaurants. I done hung TVs at Mansion. I done hung TVs in high rise. So my experience speaks for itself.
Right.
So
But
experience
somebody
is
will
worth
still
something.
call them and try to negotiate and say, man, you charge me too much, man. I know you. Like, come on, man. Pay
The
the
one thing
man.
people say is yes. Some people say my prices are high, they charge too much. You ain't never get nobody on their bad mouth to say his work sucked. That's the one. So that's the day I will be hurt when my feelings are hurt when they say his work sucked. You're never gonna
say
get
the
that.
price
So his
too
work
much.
has been A1. They may
Price
not
is
like my
high.
prices, but his work is A1, and that's what I go for.
You
Quality.
pay what you getting.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
You
like
pay what you
that's
getting,
like
so.
I can't because you know my man. Okay, let's just say example right now, some damn Crown Royal,
Right.
or you drinking Don Julio.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? It's the fucking what you pay for.
So
What's what you pay for?
we
is
got a
what you
couple
get.
people in here. So Polly Wynn, You know,
That's my sister.
That's your sister. She said, my brother was always a multitasker.
So you just read the comment multiple times.
No. I'm going through it. I didn't know
okay.
who. If you know, I'm just asking.
That's
So,
my sister.
Bomba,
brother.
what's up, Bomba? I just want to we work in social media. What up?
My boy Juanito.
Yeah.
Shout out to We Work in Media.
Christina
man.
Christina goes multiple streams of income. That's
Absolutely.
what's
Yeah.
up.
That's the quickest way to become successful is multiple streams of income. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Always have multiple hustles because you never know what's going to go wrong with one hustle.
Give them the game then. Shit.
I've been giving the game away free for a long time. People just ain't been listening. I've never tried to keep it to myself.
Right.
The game is to be told. It ain't to be held on to. I can't do nothing with it when I die. Mm-hmm. I want more people around me to be successful, more people around me to win. And it's not even about being rich anymore at this point. It's about wealth. So you can leave stuff to your kids, generational wealth, stuff like that. We looking at the wrong things. Like people looking up to me don't look up to me because I walk in these billionaire houses every day, and those are my idols. Those are people I look up to. Yeah. I'm trying to leave wealth, not being rich or hood rich or no stuff like that. I'm trying to leave stuff to my kids so they have an easier time.
Woo, you said it.
And
That's
they can
facts,
grow
though.
from a better place than where I started from. And that's what we gotta. That's what we gotta do is to get that in their mind, so they know how to work hard. They know how to get to where they're going, and they know that they need multiple streams of income and need to learn multiple stuff. Like when I started doing the cable, my cable business was successful. I could have just stopped at that and be like, "Well, this is all I'm gonna do."
Right.
But no, I didn't. I kept going, and I started doing party promoting with Gold, throwing parties and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Then after that, I started doing construction again. After construction again, I started doing security and surveillance. After that, I started doing hanging TVs. After that, I started doing property management. I was already managing my mom's properties anyway, so I already learned property management. Then I started buying properties. Yeah. So now I got properties that's mine. I got properties that I manage for others. So I am capable now of doing multiple things because I kept expanding. And I never looked at, I'm successful, so I can stop here. I kept going.
That's the key,
and
right?
Opening up more streams. And I kept bringing my kids along, showing them how to do it. My kids know how to hang TVs like the back of their hand. All the way. I'm trying to teach the youngest now. He 5.
So,
you got a 5-year-old, Lamont?
I got a 5-year-old.
So,
how old are you, Lamont?
44.
And to be honest, everybody that be cheap and don't want to pay, send them kids over there. Send that 6-7-year-old over there. Let them hang that motherfucker up.
Crooked.
I don't give a fuck. You pay for what you get.
Yeah,
I tell people all the time, you pay for what you get. You ain't going to the dispensary. Well, I ain't gonna get into that. Let's go.
I do snow removal too. I got one of the biggest contracts in Lake County. I got a contract with Lake County Housing. I do all of their properties.
Shout out to Lake County Housing too. Can I get a voucher?
Yeah, we had to bid on that.
I
that
want
was
me a
another
motherfucking
bid.
voucher. I promise I do. I promise.
Hey,
I want to see if I can hook
I
you
need
up.
my rent to be least. Give me the.
Brian Ducky
I'll
goes.
take 1,000 a month.
Hey, Brian
I'll
Ducky
take
goes,
1,000 a
Lamont
month.
don't want no smoke on them oily lanes. He laughed.
I just left the bowling alley. That's why.
He said, Lamont don't want no smoke on them lanes. So you
I
bowl
always,
too, huh?
I'm the president of the league. I got the highest paying league in Lake County. And when I say Lake County, I mean Lake County. Vernon Hills, Libertyville, everything. I got a 10K league that's on Tuesdays.
And I definitely been seeing you travel.
Oh, I love to travel.
Yeah, you've been traveling with a few people from the town. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's a couple people on the squad. Shout out to everybody that bowled.
Yeah, I always try to bring everybody with me, because that's where I get a lot of my motivation from is traveling. And I got lucky.
Rob said,
I got lucky because I started traveling at an early age. When my
Shout
mom
out
and
to
dad
our
was still
39
together,
Productions,
they
too.
used to take us on cruises. They both used to work at Abbott, so they used to take us on cruises. So when I was 8 and 9, we was already on cruise ships running around, and I seen that life, and I like, man, it made me want more. So it's like, I want to do this when I grow up. I want to be able to go on cruises. And like when you go on a cruise, you go to like different ports and all that.
Right, correct.
So by the time I end up being 18, I already had been on 3 cruises because we ended up going on another cruise for our senior graduation. So my parents had took me on 2, then I went on 1 for senior graduation. So I'm like, man, this is life. I'm going to travel, so I need to figure out what I need to do and how I need to hustle to get here where I can travel and see the world and see what's going on outside of Illinois. I'm not going to say Lake County, outside of Illinois. Outside of this country. You know, I've been more places out of the country that actually have been in the country.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared to fly. I'm scared to cruise ship. I'm
Can't be scared
of
to do
everything.
nothing, man. We live a short life, and life is
But
about
no, it's like
experiencing
everything's
moments.
happening now. It ain't like it's just
when you on your deathbed, only thing you're gonna have left is your memories. The memories that you made in life. That's the only thing you're gonna have left.
That makes sense.
And if you get Alzheimer's, you might not have that.
Fuck all that. I'm talking about flying right now, getting on them. Well,
Yeah.
my
You
fiance.
said it right.
My
Man,
fiance
when you
is
get
getting
to
on the
see
cruise
how
ship.
so many other people live, it's nothing but motivation.
And I ain't wanna
it
be-
humbles you. Because you see how other people, we out here doing flashy things and we worried about cars and all this, and they over there struggling to feed their children.
Yeah, that's
So it's like when you see that, it's
facts.
like, what am I over here complaining about for real?
Yeah, that's facts.
said
It's
it.
like I'm complaining about nothing. The stuff we argue about be stupid.
So I take it you wake up in the morning, you say your prayers before you hit the flow. Then
Yes.
there you go, because that's
to.
what
Gotta thank
have
the
it.
man above.
Yeah, that's what's
For
happening.
waking you up,
Let me ask you one other
getting you through the day.
quick question too. Was there any setbacks that you can remember in doing this business? That you good points or bad? You know,
There's
start with the bad first. Like when you started your business, was there any setbacks?
There's always setbacks. There's always bad. And you just got to be not afraid to just go and do it. You just got to do it. A lot of people don't start because they're scared. And I've started stuff and failed stuff. I used to be a travel agent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to be,
God damn, you did it all. Huh?
yeah. Because if you don't try, you don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I used to sell stuff on a website I used to have. So I used to do a lot of stuff, and I started those stuff, and it failed. But it let me know that I could do it, and I learned my mistakes from then. So it's like I never got scared to do stuff anymore. And that's the part where people feel is they scared to do it because they'll look at all the bad stuff and the negative that can go wrong with it, and they'll let that hold them back. I just go and do it. If I want to do something, I'll start the LLC in the company tomorrow. and just start doing it. And I'll let life be my experience. And I learned how, like during COVID, I made my most money. I used to sell PPE supplies, you know, online. I know y'all see me post the gloves and all that, the face and the N95 mask when we was going through COVID. And then that got so big that I got a store on eBay and Amazon. I was up there selling stuff on Amazon with the big folks, like selling pallets. Like I was literally had semi trucks pulling up to my house every day, picking up pallets of PPE supplies and shipping it off to New York and other places like that. And I started that on accident off a Facebook post. I was buying stuff from Alibaba, and I seen that okay, you can get stuff from Alibaba cheaper. People are just now finding out about Alibaba. That's pretty much a Chinese Amazon. It's been there. It just takes a long time to come. So it takes about 60 days to come, maybe sometimes less. So that means you got to pre-order and know what you pre-order.
Damn.
So you got to pre-order enough supplies, but then you get it for a cheaper price, and then you can start. That's what a lot of people do on Amazon and eBay. They sell stuff from Alibaba. Then people seen that I was doing that, and I actually ended up getting a connect, and I got a U.S. supplier. So then they started supplying me. So now I was off to the races. I mean, I was moving so much, so I damn near wanted to close my company and just started selling stuff on Amazon. I was making so much money, it was ridiculous. But that happened by me trying, and it didn't just blow up in my face when I first started. It took some failures. I started, sold a couple of things, didn't work out, started selling some more, got to wait on orders to come in. Then somebody seen what I was doing because I was trying and I was putting it out there. You got to put yourself out there, and they put me onto a whole nother level. And then it just exploded. And I showed my kids that. We got pallet jacks at the house and everything. We had a whole warehouse going.
I dig it. Brandon Stinger.
Operation.
Brandon Stinger, I think that is.
Steiger.
He says, go. Okay, my bad. Go tell him he don't want to mention bowling.
This nigga.
We just left bowling. I just got done bowling with him.
He said, yeah. So Brandon said, hey, go
can't...
tell him he don't mention bowling.
Hey, no, I can't.
That's because I was rushing trying to get up here. That's the only way you got my money. It ain't gonna never happen again.
I follow B on Instagram, and he be bowling like a motherfucker too, Brian.
His whole family bowlers. His daddy bowl, his uncle bowl, his sister bowl. His sister had a scholarship for bowling. And he still sucked.
Bamba said, I ran about to bomb. Oh shit, go! You better hurry up and cross that shit off the bucket list. He said you ought to go out of town now. Do all your little traveling. Go ahead. He said, get the traveling
I
now.
don't have a passport.
Paul, you got a passport?
I get on
No.
the cruise.
I gotta-
I
I
get on
just-
the
I
cruise
just
ship and
heard
then
about it.
travel.
Okay, Rob.
At least
Rob
somebody
got,
in the studio
at
got
the
a.
time,
Now y'all got a passport?
Right fucking now. Don't even worry about flying.
Let me tell
Don't
you
worry
something.
about no
Can I tell you
nothing.
something? I ain't had the money to do a whole bunch of nothing.
You was
You
selling
gonna
dope
keep
for
saying that to
30
the
years
You
and
gonna
don't
keep saying
have.
that to the day you die. I
I'm
don't
just
got
saying,
that.
I really did
I
that.
seen,
Hold
I
on.
seen people say
He been running this shit on me for 20 years. I was the man. You been selling dope for 20 motherfucking
all I
years.
gotta do is
and
go
your
down to the
ass
post
never-
office, right, and fill out an application.
Your ass
I
out.
just, I never even want to inquire, but now I want to go down there to get my little grill hooked up. I heard about, you just go down there.
Jamaica,
Fuck
places
you.
like that, Barbados. Y'all don't want to go to the sea
Look,
places?
I don't swim. I
Hold
had it
on
back.
now.
Look,
I've been to
Barbados,
Mexico.
Aruba.
I've been to Mexico. I've been to
I ain't been
Bahamas.
there.
I've
No,
been
y'all
to.
been all over. All I've been to is Miami and Vegas. That's it. My whole entire
I
life.
ain't gonna lie. Miami used to be one
Miami
of my favorite
and
cities.
Vegas is the only place I've been.
It just
Atlanta for the freak needs and stuff like that.
2005, 2006.
Man,
I
get
think
y'all
Miami
passport
turned to
and come on a
trash.
vacation with me.
I might have
And I'm
to,
gonna show
but I'm
y'all
not going on
like-
the water though, Lamont. I'm just telling you right now. I'm just not doing.
I
that.
I ain't fuck with
I'm
these.
not messing
these-
no water.
these
I'm
Y'all
sharks.
see my
messing
video. You
with
already
no
know when I
water.
go
I'm
out
out
of
of
sharks
town,
is
y'all.
bad.
that's
I'm
when I
not doing
splurge.
it.
I am cheap here. When I
You
go out
look
of town,
like
I
the
splurge.
Titanic.
I rent mansions. I do all that good stuff.
I heard about that, but you ain't catching me. And when you get the pool, I'm gonna be outside. I'm gonna get in the little, whirlpool or something. I'm
What's
not
the point
doing
of
no
out here
swimming.
hustling if we ain't gonna enjoy it?
True. You right about that, but the thing is, I ain't doing no water. I ain't. I just like the last 4
Get
years
you the jacuzzi,
learn
let you
how
kick
to
your
get
feet
on a
around.
plane because I'm scared of heights and water. But you know what? I took that. My mom had told me. She said, "Boy, you better." Before she passed away, she's like, "Boy, you need to go somewhere. Go ahead, go somewhere, boy. You be doing all." I said, "You right, Mom."
I promise y'all, if I take y'all on one vacation with me, you gonna come back and hustle 10 times than you ever hustled before because you're gonna want to go back. You're gonna be like, this is the life I want to live. While I'm sitting here worried about what's going on in Lake County, it ain't
don't
about
worry
moving
about-
to. It ain't about moving to. A lot of people be like, "Oh, it's boring. I gotta move." No, you gotta travel. And you come back here, you make money,
I do
and
not
then you'll
worry.
understand why
Get some
you're
more
making
ideas,
money.
right?
But I promise though, I do not worry about what's going on in Lake County. I don't even fucking go out around this motherfucker unless I'm getting paid real shit.
Right.
Like,
I'm not
you know,
saying it's a bad
I
thing to
support a
worry
few
about what's
people.
going on in Lake County. What I'm saying is
fuck what's going on.
Lake
around
County,
here.
you can make a lot of money in.
You
And
can.
people look at it for the wrong reasons. They look at it for that they want to go out and party. So when they say that Lake County is bad, they say it about the party scenes. And they're talking about stuff like that.
Nightlife, yeah.
Nightlife. You can travel, but there's money in Lake County.
it's
You're
still-
not going to sit up here and tell me there's not money in Lake County. It's at least 10 billionaires that live down the street from us. Like, I don't get what people, how is Lake County broke? Google it right now. Lake County is one of the richest counties in the United States. How are we
I
broke?
mean,
How are the people here not doing anything? It's so much money here, it's ridiculous.
You know what it is? I guess the connections. I guess you got to have the right connections, and you just got to.
You just got to drive around and travel. People just sit in Waukegan and think that something's going to fall in their lap. They don't travel to Lake Forest, Lake Bluff, Highland Park, Winthrop Harbor, Wadsworth. All these communities sitting right next to them.
Right.
They just sit in Waukegan and talk about how bad it
Call
is.
me, I'll pull up. Any city, I don't care what it is. Call me, I'll pull up.
So, check this out. What advice? What advice could I get? What advice could you give anyone trying to get involved in the business that you got in your field?
Yeah, if you
Anybody trying to get involved in business, once again, I said I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not going to just classify
Yes.
myself as one business. I do
Yeah,
way too much
multiple.
to classify myself in just one
Multiple.
business. Just do it. Start it. Do not think about it. What holds people back is they keep thinking about it. They overthink it. They don't write nothing down. So then they scare themselves. They be like, no, somebody told me it was too hard to do this, so I didn't do it. Somebody told me that you got to do this before you do anything. Just start it. Just start it. Get the experience. Get up and running, and just go. Don't think about nothing else. Just do it.
how can they start it though? What
What would you say?
Yeah, like just saying far to start, because some people don't know about the LLC. LLC.
Go online.
Yeah, that
Matter of
part.
fact, you can go to Google. Go to Google and type, how do I get my LLC? They're going to bring up about 7 to 10 websites where you can either go in there and get your LLC for free. They're going to give you an EIN number and a tax ID number. You go up there, you get that. Then they're going to have you open up a bank account. Open up a bank account with that same name. The stuff that you just got, the EIN,
Yeah.
you take that to the bank. My fault.
No, you good.
Open up an account. Now you're a company. So now you're in your field. Now you got to figure out what to do in your field of whatever you're trying to do. So now you need to go to other companies. I learned how to do satellite by going to somebody and working for free. Like I said, I left my guys back doing cable. I went to a guy and I said, hey, you need help today? I'm not charging you. I just want to help you. I want to learn how to do it. That is the easiest way. You'll never get somebody to be like, oh, no, we don't need no free workers. We don't need no free labor. Why not do it free if it can make you money?
Because you're learning.
Because you're learning.
You're going to, yeah,
and now you,
to school.
Because a lot of people going to say they're not going to hire you because you don't got experience. How do you get experience if no one's going to hire you? If you're sitting around doing nothing, you can never say you got a job. You want to learn to do construction? Go down to a construction site. Tell them you want to work for free. You want to do plumbing? Go to a plumber. Tell them you want to work for free. You just want to learn how to do it. Eventually, you're going to become a good worker, and they're going to start to want to pay you.
That's hard, though.
They're going to want to.
That's sacrifice.
It's sacrifice, but you got to take sacrifices to get to where you get to.
Yeah.
Man,
because
you talking, boy.
I sacrificed, and I learned how to do satellite. And I didn't get paid for it or nothing. But then I was able to bring all my guys over and then teach them what I learned. And I made a lot of money doing that.
Ooh.
If I would have went and been trying to apply for a job and hope somebody hired me and then they wanted to pay to train me, it would have took forever. I went and told somebody I will work with you for free. I will be your free help, your free labor.
God,
I just want to learn
But
how to
really,
do it.
You know, listen to what he's saying.
And this
he
is
ain't
back
really.
in- this
He's
is
not
back in
really.
02, 03.
He's going to school. He getting hands-on school. Something that would have cost him some money.
Correct.
Go at the end of the day, he got to go to school for this. He getting on the job training right then and there. That actually is smart.
It's a
You
smart-
got somebody. You seeing how the bosses work. He's seeing,
free.
but it's not free. Gold.
Shit.
He's learning. You go to school.
You pay for school. So why wouldn't you want to do something for free if someone's going to teach you on the job training, someone who's actually doing the job?
Right there.
You get to see it
hands-on.
hands-on in front.
Free.
It's really not free.
Hey,
You didn't really
sit
work
at
for
home
free.
is free too. And you're broke. And you're broke.
Yeah.
See, and that's what people don't understand. They say they'll keep letting that free play in their mind.
I'm
You're training,
joking.
right? I know I
I'm
said,
joking.
but
Yeah,
when you're
I'm joking.
training your mind, it ain't never free because you're getting knowledge that's gonna pay your bills.
Right.
Long as you get knowledge that's gonna pay your bills, ain't nothing free about that.
That's
You're
what's up.
educating yourself on how to take care of your family.
And it costs money for that. You go to COC, it's a big bill for it.
Correct.
So if you want to be a plumber, you like you said, hey,
I promise you,
that's an idea.
you go into the field you want to, and you tell somebody that you want to work for free. There's nobody that's going to turn you down. Like, no, I don't need no free labor. They may say they not need employees right now, so they may not want to hire you. But there's not one person I know that's going to say, I don't need no free laborers. You want to come and then they're going to see the hustle in you. Then they're probably going to end up hiring you anyway because it's like
You showing up every day.
Yeah,
You hustling.
right, and he ain't even asking for no money.
Right.
He just want to learn how to do it. Now you have experience.
That's smart. Yo,
Now you
this-
go
he
anywhere
giving
else.
y'all game
you
right
can
here.
say, I have experience.
Free. Nah, go ahead. I'm listening, man.
You can say, I have experience because I worked at this place. They'll let you give the credentials. Like, yes, he did work here.
Yeah, don't
He
get me
did work here.
wrong.
We didn't pay him, but he worked
Shit.
here. So he knows how to do it because he's worked with us and he's done it. So we know for a fact that he knows how to do it.
I know that's
So
right.
now you have experience. So now you can use that company as experience. So when you go fill out another job application, you're not going in as someone who needs to be trained. You're going against somebody
You got
that has
somebody.
experience already.
Woo. Ryan Hintz said, "What up? What up? What up, Ryan?"
Who? Ryan, who?
Hintz.
Oh.
Yeah, and then
My boy, Ryan.
we work at
Man, what up,
we work at
Ryan?
social media. Says
ain't
graveyards
seen my
are
boy
the
in a
most
minute.
valuable
God damn.
piece of real estate, full of billion dollar ideas of people who never took action.
What'd you say, R39 Productions?
Yeah,
My bad.
that's what's
There's a
going
lot
on.
of people out here that don't know their potential because they won't put themselves to try. They don't even try. They'll complain that there's no work out here. They'll complain there's no money out here while they just sitting making a couple of phone calls, sitting in a couple of applications every once in a while, instead of getting up and actually going to do something about it. You're going to let life pass you by and you're not going to do nothing about it.
Yeah, I refuse. Like, I still got, I mean, I'm happy, but it seems like I still want more shit. No, we ain't talking about relationships. I'm happy that
Well,
motherfucker.
everybody is not meant to be.
I'm talking about, like, it's still shit I want, man. And I don't want to, like, say, it's a lot of shit I want. and I'm still working hard to get, and I'm on the grind, and I'm not gonna stop because there's a couple things I still.
You got to
want in
fix your
life.
mind to think differently. You got to fix your mind to think that everything's possible. Anything can happen. And I actually learned a lot of this from watching TV. I watch a lot of TV. And I used to want to be an actor.
You ain't been watching BML, have you?
Yeah, I'm watching BMI.
That's my shit, man.
I watch a
love
lot
that
of
BML.
TV because it showed me at an early
Shit,
age.
fugazi than a motherfucker.
As an
I
actor,
like it.
you know they can be anything they want. So in life, you can do anything you want to do. You can be anything you wanted. There's never nothing. Like a lot of people told me when I was doing stuff, you can't do that. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna happen.
A lot of people told you that?
Yeah, a lot of people told me that. And I've been successful at a lot of stuff because I didn't listen to what they said. And I knew that I could do anything and be anything that I wanted to be.
Man, y'all young people hear this, man. Even some of y'all older people, you making me want to
All right, so
go out
ain't
and
no-
do some
ain't
other
no
extra
young-
stuff. I've been
ain't no
laid
young
back. I need to
motherfuckers
go ahead
watching.
and, do some,
That's
I'm robbing, telling me to do
Paul,
some
ain't no
extra
young
stuff.
motherfuckers watching. This everybody in their 40s
They
watching.
passing
that.
on. They didn't flip down.
Some of these,
Hey,
some
hold
of these
on.
motherfuckers is
My
like
girl
me.
Christina
Get
watching. She ain't in her 40s.
Who? Christina who?
Alicia's sister Christina.
Yeah.
She ain't in her 40s. I got a couple of young people in there. She want to get money too. She a hustler.
Juanito young?
Shout out Christina.
Man, Juanito is, how old is Juanito?
Young.
What's young?
He in
Young.
his 30s.
He in his 30s.
Goddamn,
And
he
he
knocking that motherfucker
Shout out to Juanito
40.
too. That's a
Yeah,
hustler
he
too.
getting it in.
He
I
I
knocking
seen
that
him on y'all
motherfucker
show and I started
40.
working with my man and he good
See
people.
what I always tell a
Yes.
person, like, I had a motherfucker
He
say,
said anything is possible when you're
Hey.
motivated, dedication, and
somebody said, hey, call me like a OG, triple OG. I had to look at young nigga, who the fuck is you talking to? You better hope. Hey, cause thank God I've been getting money all my motherfucking life, and
Juanito
what I mean?
said he 29, man.
He
See?
29.
He ain't even made 30
Hey,
yet.
hold on, but you gotta always remember, somebody could be 25 today talking shit. Hopefully you get 40 and still can brag. You know what I mean? Hopefully you can still go in the store, buy whatever the fuck you want. Like, you gotta remember, you're young now, but you gotta remember, can you still have this hustle, this grind till you're 40, till you're 45, or till you're 50, or till you're 60?
You gotta figure out what you want in life and you
And
gotta
make-
figure out how to get there.
You better figure it out.
You gotta figure multiple
Figure that
paths
shit out.
how to get there. A lot of people choose one path and they think if I work this 9 to 5 and I keep doing this, but I sat there and seen a lot of people work their whole life and save up for a vacation.
and still ain't
and
happy,
the moment
though.
they retired to take that vacation, they passed away.
I see that all the time.
You gotta live life while you can live it.
And I live life,
And live it
man.
to its fullest.
I hear you.
And I did a lot of shit when I was young. That's why I'm thankful. That's why nothing excites me. You cannot, like you say, you got to go out the country pretty much. But I don't give a fuck. Nothing in the country around the United States I done been to more than 20 times, some 30, 40 times. And it's like nothing excites me. That's why I just stay on the grind.
You can stay in the
focused.
country too. Matter of fact, while Christina, me and her, she was at one of the mansions.
What
Her and
excites?
Alicia.
Like Miami.
We had a mansion in Miami.
So listen,
with a boat dock and everything.
Listen, I've been doing the Miami Mansion thing with, man, I'm talking about forever, 20, 30 years almost, Miami. Miami smells like piss now. I'm talking about, I was going
you
to
in the
Miami.
wrong areas. It
No,
didn't smell like piss over
I'm
where
talking
we was
about,
at.
no, because we had mansions on fucking,
Ocean Drive.
on Collins and Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Big D was doing that shit back 20 plus years ago, renting a whole fucking mansion for us. Just get your fucking ticket. No, I didn't even pay for my ticket. Just come on. And he getting 20, 15 people down to Miami. We in the mansion on jet skis for everybody, boats for everybody. Like, I'm talking about 20 plus years ago. Like, I had a good time, man.
It was fun then and it's still fun now.
It is. Don't get me wrong, but it don't excite me now. I can get on the jet ski in Miami. Like, oh,
That's
yeah, we
why
cruising.
you got to come to
We
Barbados
cruising.
with me, Aruba,
And I don't
places
have a
like that.
And I don't have a passport. And
That's why you gotta
and I
go get a
don't
passport.
and I'm scared to fly past 3 hours. No lie. 3 hours.
Man,
is
them
pushing
long
it.
flights are good one. That's where you get the seats to turn into beds and all of that.
I don't
I'm
know
just
nothing about that.
Double-decker planes.
I don't know nothing about that. There you
I'm
go. I know
scared.
the air
It's the turbulence.
Ain't
It's
no turbulence on them Airbuses.
It's-
You don't feel nothing. You feel like you're at home. They got showers on that mug and everything.
Well, I went to Puerto Rico one time.
That's
on a
because you
plane.
flying on little 727s and stuff like
So
that.
what you was flying on? What they call?
The
That hurts.
747s and the 767s.
What they call the one you flying on?
He
The
said, I'm-
Airbus.
The Airbus. It's
Yeah.
called the
If I was
Airbus.
flying a car, I'm pretty much flying like a Kia or something.
Yeah, they got upstairs. that bus, walking, going to the bar, getting drinks and stuff like that. Y'all ain't been on the right plane.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is then.
Y'all
That's that
stepping too
black,
short.
you talking black card talk. I hear you. I
My
hear you.
bad. But that's you know.
Ruben said he talking, and then Ryan Hess said, shit, his old boss told him he'd never make it. That was all he needed to hear. He said, I work now with athletes and actresses.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
And, you know,
That's
he
all
got a
though.
moving business. He do well. And he got multiple hustles, too.
Hell
Fix
yeah.
cars,
Fuck yeah, he
redo
got-
cars, and a whole bunch of, a lot of
That's
stuff.
how you got to get wealthy. You got to
shit,
have
Ryan
multiple
doing
streams of
all
income.
shit.
Understand this: you will never get successful and wealthy by having one income.
Hold on, y'all. Juan from Chuck Wagon say, let's go to Cancun and Paul, Miami. Ain't nothing compared to Mexico.
So
He said, ain't nothing compared to Mexico.
I've been to
Mexico
Mexico.
about 7-8 times.
Yeah, I've been to Mexico a few times, but it was cruise ships. There was cruise ships.
So you didn't actually get to stay.
I
in
didn't
Mexico,
get to. Yeah, it was cruise
'Cause you got
ships.
no
I've
passport.
been asking. Man, I go to the dad. You know, I talk to Big Juan. I won't call it Big Juan. I've been telling him to get me in Mexico, take me to their house and shit.
You need a
This was
passport. You
when-
can't ask them that.
But hold
They're
on.
not going on no.
This Ruben.
They're not going on no
Ruben and them
cruise.
was Ruben and them was younger kids then. Like I know pops, moms, they were younger then. I've been asking because they always would go for the holidays. They shutting Chuck Wagon down. Fuck that. They shutting it down. Ain't no motherfucking food for 2 weeks. I'm serious. That's how it was. And don't get me wrong, I would love to go to Mexico. But you gotta know people to go to Mexico. Don't think you finna go down there and wear the big top hat and the boots and they gonna make you feel like family. They'll kidnap your ass.
He
The
said,
cartel will
Cancun is
kidnap
where
you.
it's at, bro. He said Cancun is where it's at.
It absolutely
So,
is.
I've been to Cancun though, right?
yeah, I ain't been on a place
On a cruise ship.
What I learned, though,
We got
from
some adult places down
know
there
what?
in Mexico too, though.
It was
I'ma tell
all
you what I
cruise
learned,
ships,
though.
So it's like I'm on U.S. soil. How they say you on U.S. soil.
what I learned from you today is don't take life lightly. Go ahead and seek other skills and trades. That's what I'm taking from
by
it.
all means necessary.
By all means necessary.
Even if you got to do it for
Sacrifices.
free.
Buy free,
If you sitting at home doing nothing,
but it's really not free. He really telling you
You're getting
it's
knowledge
free.
and
you
training.
get knowledge and you pay for
you
that.
should be paying them.
You know?
You should be giving them a check every week.
Rob, I'm coming in Friday. I'm finna see how Rob worked this podcast and all this electronic stuff, so I can learn that because I know it's some
I don't
serious
think
shit.
he gonna give you the game. No,
That's another thing.
Do that camera.
As a
Show me how to
community,
work camera and all that
As
other
a
stuff.
community, we can't be scared
But
to show
listen-
people the game and show others how to do it.
See, a lot of
and don't
people-
be scared to ask. A lot of people are scared to ask questions. So that's why they don't do it because they don't know how to do it because they won't ask. My inbox is always open. Matter of fact, y'all can post my number. My number is public.
Well, go ahead. Matter of fact, tell everybody what your number is. Instagram,
they finna
Facebook,
call you
all
right
that
now.
stuff. And the
And
number
I
for
guarantee
business
you,
line.
they first question they gonna ask them. Hey man, do you do cable under the table?
Hey,
Do you do internet
they're gonna
under
ask
the
about that
table?
credit. They really gonna ask
What
about
the
that
fuck
credit.
would they ask about credit for?
Man, you need credit now, yo.
I used to be a financial advisor, teach people how to
Fuck
buy
that.
homes,
I
fix their
guarantee you,
credit.
everybody gonna ask you, is you still in cable? He talking about credit.
My
This
number is
motherfucker's thinking beyond out the box.
my number is 847
Fuck.
514-8625. That's 847-514-8625. Our website is www.newgenerationhomeconstruction.com. If you need anything, the easiest way to get is either text me. I don't answer my phone all the time. I'll be with customers. Or you can even go to the website, set up an appointment, or inbox me, whatever. If you got a question, I will help anybody. It doesn't even matter
I
who you
ask
are.
just
I will
one
help
question?
anybody. What up, though?
Are you cheaper than Xfinity? Because they higher than a motherfucker.
Xfinity.
Because sometimes he be
I stay
contract
with,
with
but you know
them.
what? I stay away from
I can teach you how to
Xfinity.
save money cheaper than Xfinity. Xfinity is some crooks. And I got
They
a contract
are
with
the best.
but
They don't never shut down. I like it. I ain't got no fuzz in my
I'm
shit.
gonna tell everybody
No,
a
nothing.
secret quick that a lot of people didn't know.
Okay.
They do what they call creative financing. And it's illegal and it's not illegal. You ever notice how your bill varies every month and it's never the same?
Right.
They call it a computer error. And what happens is
Dirty
they'll
motherfucker.
add, say, $1 to your bill, or they add $10 to your bill. Each month is different what they're adding. But if you call and complain, they will remove it. So technically it's not illegal because if you call and complain, oh, my bad, that's a computer error, we're gonna take it off. Most people don't look at their bills though. So therefore, they don't know it. So they make over $28 million a month.
July 7th, I need to complain about.
Correct. And they'll take off your bill. They won't even argue with you.
You right. You right about that.
They'll
Mine used to be 130. Now I'm at 187.
Correct. And they won't even argue with you because they know what's going on, but they're not going to explain to you what's going on. But for the money they're making for the people who is not complaining, they're going to take that.
Yeah. We stay with us, man. We got you.
We got you. We're going to fix your bill. We'll give you a little credit.
Now, let me ask you a question before we get
about
off.
20 more million people who ain't complaining. And we is getting their dollars and their $2 and their $3 out of every single month with no
Let me
problem.
ask you a question. So with that satellite, right? Because I seen like when it's bad weather, it's shut down and
This
stuff like that.
nigga want to steal too. Go ahead. Ask him.
that satellite. You know, when it's bad weather and stuff like that, I hear a lot of people say, man, don't get that satellite. They shut off when it's bad weather storm.
That's dish.
Everything is satellite. So let me explain that to you first. Okay. Even Comcast, Xfinity, as you want to call them, is satellite. They just have their satellite at their office. There's a big dish sitting at their main office. And from that dish, you'll see a whole bunch of lines. They then run to the telephone poles. All the channels come from the same places, which is outer space. So everybody gets their signal. Xfinity, DirecTV, Dish Network, they all get it from the same satellites. It just, what happens is Xfinity was at the beginning. So they have the telephone poles and all that. So all of their lines run from each city, from their main building through the telephone poles to your house with all of them taps. So that's why DirecTV has a better high definition program than them, the HD. Because you're putting a dish on your house versus this dish at their building that has to now travel so many miles to get to you, depending on how far you are from the main hub. So therefore, it goes through a whole bunch of amplifiers. So you're getting a false signal now because it's been amplified so many times. But everything is satellite.
I'm sick of this because it's about 5 of them on the house I'm renting right now. I'm like, what the fuck?
DirecTV is actually converting though right now.
I'm like, take that shit down.
And y'all used to see it back in the day, them big old dishes.
They're going to streaming, so they're actually getting rid of dishes too. They're going to streaming.
But I'm saying, what
because
about
they're trying
the
to compete
ones
with
that's
Netflix and everything like that?
Hammered up to the top of your fucking roof. It's like 5 of them on my roof. They old. They don't work because I use Xfinity. I would never use Dish. They say you just wind blow us out.
That's a lie, and it's just a lot of trees. And like when I do it on high rises, you got to think I'm putting on a 4-story steel building. There's no trees around for daylight. It's nothing but clear skies. So no, theirs don't go out. Obviously on a home, you got trees, the wind blow, the tree blow in front of the dish, stuff like that. That happens. You got a clear sky, it may not happen. But everything is satellite, including Xfinity. It just, some people got a better, signal because they got a clearer sky than you.
Okay. All right. Well, man, thanks for coming on.
Any shout outs you want to give? Anybody that showed you love or just been supporting you or your team? You can't forget about your team. You might have good friends. You might not have pieces of shit friends like Paul. Like for me.
You went a whole motherfucking show without them talking shit.
Yeah, but Paul,
it's kind of hard for me to have friends.
Man.
People.
But you got to give somebody a shout out.
I can shout out to everybody,
Okay.
Especially Juanito that's on here. We've been working together lately. So
shout out to Juanito.
Shout out to Juanito.
29 years old.
29 years old. That boy a hustler.
But he always making more money.
Yeah.
I can definitely teach you some things.
Coming in here with his slippery dress shoes. He be clean too. Shout out.
But man, shout out to everybody.
We working.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of friends. When you get to certain places, you gotta kind of.
So you don't want to give a shout out to nobody right now. You looking at this camera and everybody that watches, you just saying no shout outs.
None of the workers, the team.
Shout out to my whole team, New Generation family.
all.
Anybody in Messenger. Shout out to Alicia. Shout out to Christina. Shout out to all of my.
Okay, here we go.
What? They give you tacos? I'm just asking. You only shout out them two. They give you tacos
that's
for
the
free?
Crew. That's the crew.
Oh, that's the team.
That's the team.
Tia Foster, what up?
Shout out to
Juan
the team.
said DirecTV, thumbs up.
The one that's going to just put holes in your roof.
He said DirecTV, thumbs up.
We don't just put holes in your roof.
Oh, so he co-signed this. I'm an Xfinity guy, Comcast. When you talking about gaming, when you talking
about...
Man,
y'all picture is horrible. You never want to watch an HD game on no Comcast.
We talking about the...
We the leader in HD.
We talking about the...
You watching grainy pictures.
No.
I remember back in the day, the static and all that.
No, I'm actually talking about when it comes to gaming, though. You got to have...
I'm going to get this last one out. Ryan said, main problem in Lake County is friends don't support or friends don't feel they gotta pay.
That's a good thing, and I'm glad you brought that up.
He said
Because
that,
look,
so.
you remember. Let's talk about the pull up and park for just 30
Oh my
seconds.
gosh!
30 seconds.
Come on, man!
No. Listen, though.
Go ahead.
We do the pull up and park, right? This is me and you, hands down. Shout out to everybody that come. But you know what every owner told us when we do the pull up and park?
What?
Them motherfuckers don't spend no motherfucking money. And I just be honest. Every owners we done dealt with, how they say, because I wasn't getting paid.
Well, they feel like this though. They want to see more.
Stop
they want to see more.
fucking avoiding
Listen
the
to what I'm
question.
saying.
Can you just
I
answer?
don't believe you. I don't believe that nobody spend money. No, most probably our money already
Listen.
ate when they come. People want to come for a good time for free. I believe that. They don't want to. They don't want to
So-
spend that much money.
Okay.
Thanks for the stars, Kia. 100 stars, Kia Foster.
Miss Bone?
Yep.
Hey, Miss Bone, how you doing? But
Yeah.
Paul, you always avoid my questions, but it's okay. Next time we do
Shout out to my brother. He on here line.
Next time we do the podcast, I think we just need to do a one-on-one. I'm gonna tell your ass.
Well,
up.
yeah.
I'm
See,
gonna
didn't
tell
you
your
just say
ass
something about
up,
that?
man.
We got to stick together.
Got to stick together.
There we go.
Gotta
Lake
build,
County
y'all.
community.
Support each other.
Yeah,
Share
he got a lot of
everybody's
things
stuff.
coming up. By the way,
Yeah,
you got a lot of
and,
things coming up.
and once
make
again,
sure
man,
y'all make this
Juneteenth, very
Juneteenth.
important.
This is very. I don't want
Who's going to
stress
Black Yacht Weekend this weekend?
That's
Nobody
Juneteenth.
get a yacht
That's
this
June.
That's
That's
Juneteenth,
Juneteenth,
sir.
It's on Genesee Street, y'all.
Juneteenth.
It's going down, and it's actually bigger. It's actually like everybody's coming together for this one.
See,
That's what I like to see.
Juneteenth
It
is
is.
tomorrow. That's June 19th. That's tomorrow.
Correct.
We know
We're
that.
celebrating
Black
this
Yacht
weekend.
Weekend is this Saturday and Sunday out there on 31st Street Harbor.
Well, we're in Waukegan. A lot of us.
We in the community.
We in
community.
This Illinois, man. You trying to tell me y'all ain't never been to Black Yacht Weekend?
I haven't.
I am going to the pull up and not pull up part. What is it in the shot? It
Man,
is
come on,
a pull
let's
up
all
and
get a yacht.
park.
Let's go out for the yacht.
It is pull up
I'm
and
not
park
getting on
Sunday.
the water.
Oh,
I
here
ain't
you
getting
go,
on the
not getting
water.
on this water
No,
again,
I ain't
man.
getting on
Come
the
Make
water.
sure y'all
Scary.
drive
I ain't
safe.
getting on that.
Stay safe. Don't forget
Miss
next.
Kia Foster said, "Hey, Mr. Jason Gold Whitaker." She said it all.
Said your whole name.
You know,
I ain't called you Jason in so damn
I
long.
know the whole Bone
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
I know the
But
whole Bone
hey,
family.
what y'all can get from this though is don't be afraid to reach any level that you're trying to reach. I mean, you're gonna fail. He said it right here. You're gonna fail, but that didn't stop him. He got to doing this, doing that. Just find your path and get to it. You know, he's saying you ain't always gotta work for somebody. Go work for free.
No, you can
but
start-
you're really not working for free.
You can
if
start
you
your
caught
own
it.
hustle.
See
There's
what
so
I'm
many
saying?
things to do. You just got to get out there and explore. Like I said, we got farms around here.
Mm-hmm.
We got all of that stuff. It's stuff that people mind ain't even wrapped around. They just looking at the normal jobs. It's so much stuff that can be done.
Nah. Thanks for the stars for who also, send them. Okay. We work at social media. Love you too, man. We out of here. We got to go. We got to go.
We passed our bedtime and shit. Like,
Got to
you
work
know,
in the morning.
Yeah, work
We
in
got to
the
go.
Work in the morning. Oh, I'm going to the Cubs game tomorrow. Fuck work tomorrow.
Ooh,
I'm going to
is
the
you?
Cubs game. Cubs and Brewers.
Ain't nobody going to that R&B concert tomorrow either?
Where that's
No,
at? Now
actually,
you know about it. Tell
Rose
me about
Gold
this
ready to
R&B
kill
before
me.
you go.
Cut the music
Donnell
on. Rose
Jones,
Gold
where
ready to
that's
kill
at?
All
me.
them in
Because I was
Chicago.
supposed to take
You
it
got
to
big
the-
money, man. We ain't got no money. We got to go to
I
work.
gotta do
You
big
can take
money.
off. You the boss. You can take off.
Nobody want to go to
We
the
working
R&B
for somebody.
concert. Listen to
We ain't got there yet.
Shanti,
We
all
out of
of
here.
that.
The Real Talk Podcast next week, 8 o'clock is going down. We got some nice ladies coming in next week.
Living on the right side. The sun's out. La 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 la. And it feels so good. La 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 la. Living on the right side. La 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 la. And it feels so good. Let's go. La 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 la. Praying hands to the Father. Oh, way too good to be bothered. Oh, living life with no stress. Yes, every minute's my best. Yes, feel like I'm winning the lottery. Buying my mama a house is harder than pottery. Winning it just like I oughta be. Things looking up, up. I'm living on the bright side, looking for that good life. Everything is alright, riding on that golden wave, swimming in the fresh blue, pussy feeling brand new. Sun is about to break through. Ooh, I love the world today. I'm living on the right side. 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 It's that tank top weather, oh. All my friends friends get together. Oh, feel it couldn't be better. Yes, tell me this.